Good morning. Oh no, why does my voice sound weird? What did I do this time? Okay, I might be monitoring through two places. That's probably why. Okay, maybe that's better. Okay, I was gonna say, the chat's quiet, but then Porcupine said hello. So, hi Porcupine. What the fuck happened to the wrench? Why is the wrench gone? It's been replaced with a shield. The shield is taking the wrench's job. Oh, man. So, you guys may know I've been editing stream highlights for the last, like, month and a half. And what I was planning on doing was, like, taking screenshots of every comment and, like, spotlighting them when I read one. Because for, like, a highlights video, it's just nicer. And now, I'm gonna have to go and, like, edit every single image to contain a wrench. So that way they look correct. Or is this just on the iPad version of the app? Like, if I'm lucky, then maybe the web version still has the wrench and I have time. Hi, Hedgehog. By the way, Hedgehog, I'm not sure if you've been to any other person's live stream in the last few weeks or so, but they changed it. YouTube changed it, so now it's the handle instead of the name. So, fun stuff, right? All right, I want to just jump right into screaming because I just woke up. Sorta. I rolled out of bed about an hour ago, and the reason I was late is because I was eating breakfast. Hedgehog said functional app. It's somewhat functional. I don't think any code is truly functional. Wait. But if it has functions, then technically it is functional. I don't know. Things always seem to go wrong. Whenever I go anywhere near any kind of software, like, shit hits the fan. I'm gonna get these last few lines and then try to get these solid and then start working on other stuff throughout the song. Now, where's my working track? This. Is this... yeah, that's on the right input. Okay. I did have it on the wrong input. It's fine. I think I was using it to track clean vocals last week, so yeah. Oh my god. let's find the placement for the scream. We come for war. Yeah. We come for war. I forgot to come in. We come for war! War! War. We come for war. We come for war. We come for war! Ah! We come for war! Oh, it doesn't go to the next line right away. Okay, great. Hedgehog said, we come for water. What does that mean? What's a water? 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 Okay. just hold out the war. We come for war! Okay, that was a good war. Why did it record on that track? That's not the track I wanted to record on. Okay, it's not like it really matters that much. It's the same mic. We come for war! We come for war! That sounded like garbage. There's too much phlegm in my throat. We come for war! We come for war! We come for war! I know he speaks like the first few words of this phrase, but I'm gonna punch in the spoken words after I actually get the screams. We come for war! We come for war! I started just singing instead of screaming. We come for war! We come for war! We come for war! Okay, that had to have been better than one of these other takes. We come for war! That had an interesting voice crack in it. War! That really wasn't bad. We come for war! Yeah, I guess I'll just replace the first one. None of those are really bothering me too much. I guess I could just do this massive crossfade, so it's kind of like I'm getting 4 tracks of screams. We come for war! I like doing that because it makes it sound very thick. Okay. We come for war! We come for war! We come for war! We come for war! Yeah. Let's mute Spencer. We come for war! We come for war! Okay. Now the timing sounds weird. Of course it does. Would it be a Kayleen cover without timing issues? Probably not. We come for war! Okay. Let's get some scream noises. Okay, throat's way too tight. This isn't even me losing the screams, this is me just not finding the placement for them. Almost a tortilla press at this point. Okay. We come for war! For war! We come for war! We come for... Okay, which of these 4s was the worst one? We come for war! We come for war! For war! Okay, all of them sucked, but for different reasons. So this isn't just a simple punch. Come for war! We come for war! Are all of these actually early? Oh my god. Everything was early. Except me to my own stream. All of my all of my takes were early.
We come for war! We come for war!
Okay, so great. I'm just gonna delete that.
We come for war! For war! We come for war! We come for...
Oh, I forgot to read Daniel's comment. Or Porcupine's comment. Porcupine said, I am making supper but listening with the stream in the background. So you're cheating on my stream with your dinner. I see how it is. It's fine. I forgive you.
We come for war! We come for war!
We come for war.
We come for war!
If my eyes are not deceiving me, then this is what this should look like.
We come for war!
I might need to punch in those spoken words at some point later. I don't want to deal with it right now, though, so let's just make it orange and just call it good for now. Hedgehog said, I'm cheating on your stream with injuring my main character. No, that's just multitasking. Okay, then this one's gonna be pure scream. I should have started with this one, to be honest. Or maybe the last one.
We come for war! We come for war! We come for war!
I could feel the war being just like kind of having that sound instead of like an actual scream sound.
We come for war!
Porcupine said, you must really like war. Oh my god, that's so gross. I made that joke last stream though.
We come for war!
I said we come for what? I don't know if anyone picked up on it because no one said anything.
We come for war! We come. We come for war! We come for war!
That was pretty good.
We come for war! We come for war!
That's gonna replace the one I did first. And I think the end of it was not great. Hedgehog said at Porcupine blocked and reported.
We come for
I can't ban him for making the same joke I made.
war!
The only thing is, it's not me who really likes war, it's Spencer, okay? He wrote the song. He wrote the lyrics, at least. At least I think he did. I guess I wouldn't really know.
We come for war!
Okay, now this one's an even higher pitched scream. Thankfully, that's been kind of my specialty lately. Trying to do mids and lows hasn't been working very well, at least with Fry. I could never do a low Fry scream. Trying to do mid Fry screams at this point, I can do it, it's just a lot harder.
We come for war! We come for war!
Two more just like that. And then I can move on to something else.
We come for war!
Ooh.
We come for war! We come for war. We come for war.
Oh my god, it started out so pterodactyly or aerodactyly, but then it just turned into a squeak.
We come for war.
We come for war? That's what I said.
We come for war.
One of these could be higher pitched, maybe two of them.
We come for war.
I think this one, I'll have it transition.
We come for war.
Hell yeah. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, where are the breaths on all of these? They need to end at the same time. Yikes. Okay, I liked how this one, the breath is at the one. Sort of. I did end them all at the same time. It just doesn't look like it from the transient. Okay. Alright, what do I want to do next? Well, next I want to move these screams to the completed Vox track. What else? What other scream stuff? It sounded like he said King of North and Norse instead of King of the. I heard a the that time. I think this little section sounds like a good idea. Only thing is, I need to pitch these screams just a little bit lower than what I was just doing. Yawn. Yawning while screaming is good. Except I don't think that... beginning of a yawn posture for a scream can work. It's just not very easy. Unfortunately, that's exactly what I have to do here.
We come for war. We come for war.
Like that.
We come. We come for war. King of the North and Norse. With drums beating, screams sweeping.
Out of breath.
We come for war. King of the North and Norse.
North and Narse.
We come for war. We come for war. King of the North and Norse.
I think my timing's off on these first few syllables.
We come for war. King of the North.
Didn't sound as bad as I thought it would.
We come for war. King of the North and Norse.
I don't think I was even screaming by the end of that. Let's just punch in we come.
We come for war.
War.
We come for war. King of the. We come for war. We come for war.
Okay, cool. Take two shall be replaced.
We come for war.
Hedgehog said, I legit don't know any of the lyrics to this lol. I didn't know any of them until I, like, so, I don't know what I was hearing when I was listening to this in my car. I never really sang along to this one except for the few clean vocal parts. But I didn't know what the lyrics were at all, and the day before my stream last weekend, I opened them up on Google, pasted them into a Google Doc for myself, so that way, while I'm streaming, I won't have to deal with the page reloading and, like, shoving all these ads in my face that I have to try to not click on, and anyway. Oh my god. There was this guy who, like, a year and a half ago sent me, like, all of the lyrics that are on the vinyl for P4. But the picture that he sent me was incredibly blurry, so I was trying to cross-reference it. And so there were a few things. I was able to confirm some lyrics. I ordered all the Periphery CDs, except Clear. They didn't have Clear available for some reason, but I ordered them, all of them, directly through Periphery's merch store. And they should be arriving on Friday, so I will know, like, with 100% certainty what all of the lyrics are for almost every Periphery song on Friday. Or I'll have the ability to know. Which might mean that for some of these live stream covers that I've unreleased, I might have to go back and punch some things in. I have to punch in a word on It's Only Smiles. Because I said, sharp fangs and they chew in the tide alone. And it seriously sounded like tide, but the official lyrics do not have the letter D there. I could tell that it was not a D, so it had to be an M. So it's time alone. Porcupine said, all I know is, wake up for war, king of the northern horse. Yeah, that works. Hedgehog said, unless Periphery trolls you with the official lyrics. Well, they do have typos in their lyrics, because I know that there was an issue with, like, either the apostrophe not being there, or it was there when it shouldn't be on one word in Reptile, on the word it's. Which, like, as long as it's phonetically correct, I don't really care if they misspell it, because I just need to know what to say. I need to know what the words are that I'm supposed to say. That's all that really matters. It's fine if the grammar isn't right. I used to be such a stickler for grammar.
We come for war, king of the north and Norse.
I think the Norse doesn't sound great on all of these takes. So I feel like when it comes to, like, me typing stuff and then sending it anywhere, like whether it's in Discord or, like, a text message to someone directly, like, I sometimes will, like, do, like, perfect grammar, and then other times I will just have the absolute worst grammar, and, you know, I'll, like, not capitalize the first letter of sentences and stuff like that. It kind of just depends, actually. It kind of depends on whether I'm on my phone or the computer, because my phone will autocorrect a lot of that stuff and use perfect grammar, and oftentimes when I am, like, halfway using perfect grammar, I'm just like, I may as well go and make sure that I don't have any other issues in here. No other grammatical or spelling issues. So
North and North. We come for war, king of the north and North.
See how much bigger these waveforms are? I think it's because of, like, how fresh my scream is. That might sound jarring.
King of the north and North.
Yeah, it does.
North. Yeah. King of the North. We come for war, king of the north and North.
That Norse did not sound much better than any of these other takes. Oh no, what am I doing? What are we doing?
King of the
I was singing that on the last stream, I think. My prayer position melody that I made up.
King of the North. We come for war, king of the north and North. King of
not bad. Oh, this is fun, actually. The lyric says, with drums beating, screams repeating. What are we doing now? We are repeating the screams from the beginning of the song. Screams are literally repeating.
With drums and noise, with drums beating, screams repeating, and the hammer force of Thor.
Completely lost the scream by the end of it.
Screams repeat, drums beating, screams repeat, with drums beating, screams repeat.
It was like literally after the drums, I stopped screaming and began practically speaking. Speaking with like a Fry scream whispering from the other room. Okay.
With drums beating, screams repeating, noise and noise. With drums beating, screams repeating, and the hammer force of Thor.
This is not what a scream sounds like.
With drums.
Okay.
Noise and noise. With drums.
That was not a scream at all. Okay.
We come for war. Noise and noise. With drums beating, screams repeating, and the hammer force of Thor.
Actually, it's not speaking. It's my subharmonic voice, but it's just pitched up really high.
With drums beating, screams repeating, and the hammer force of Thor.
Rhythmical timing has left the chat.
Beating. Drums beating.
I think there must be something about the letter B that's interrupting the scream.
Yeah.
Scream. That just sounds so silly. Imagine if I just screamed like that and everything.
Noise and noise. With drums beating, screams repeating, and the hammer force of Thor.
It ceases to sound like a scream.
Drums beating, screams repeating, and the hammer force of Thor.
Wow. Okay.
Noise and noise. With drums beating, screams repeating.
What the fuck was that? Whatever, I'm using it. Part of it, at least.
Drums beating, screams repeating.
I'm going to be punching in like every syllable.
Noise and noise. With drums beating, screams repeating, and the hammer force of Thor.
Porcupine said, my roommate just asked, why does she keep screaming the same thing over and over? At least your roommate thinks it's screaming and not like, just making monkey noises or something.
With drums beating, screams repeating.
If I had a roommate, they'd be asking me the same question.
Screams repeating.
Or no, they wouldn't be asking me the same question. They'd be speaking to any other roommates that we had, saying, why does she keep screaming the same thing over and over again?
Drums beating, screams repeating. Beating, screams repeating. Beating, screams repeating.
You can also tell your roommate the screams are repeating. Those are literally what the lyrics are. Also, why are you not wearing your headphones?
Beating, screams repeating.
Screams what?
Beating, screams repeating. Screams repeating.
This line is not happy with me. I'm not happy with this line. This line is not my friend. Oh my god. Once I finish this, I mean, I might already be over halfway done with all the screams in this song. What the fuck? That's weird. That doesn't seem right. Okay, not including false chord, just Fry.
Drums beating, screams repeating.
Oh my god. Okay.
We come for war, King of the screams, repeat.
That sounds pretty good, actually. Let's mute Spencer.
We come for war, king of the north and north, with drums beating, screams, repeat.
I mean, at least the screams I am punching in are sounding really solid.
Screams, repeat. North and north, with drums beating, screams, repeating, and the hammer voice of Thor.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I really think the word beating was messing me up somehow. I think it's just like, sorry for this massively loud sniff, but I think there's just some consonants that really interrupt the scream.
Scream, north and north, with drums beating, screams, repeating, and the hammer voice of Thor. Yeah. Screams, north and north, with drums beating, screams.
I'm sorry, now I'm laughing at myself for just screaming the word screams. This is what I'm doing. I can't. It's hard to scream while mid-laughter. Okay. Hedgehog said, first we came for war, now we're beating for war. Okay. Okay. How do I... Okay, I need to make some fry noises. Fry noises. How do I get my fry noises?
Fry screams, north and north, with drums beating, screams, repeating, and the hammer voice of Thor. 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 With drums beating, screams, repeating, and the hammer voice of Thor.
I needed to punch in one of these. One of these sounded like garbage, and I don't know which one. Okay, all of them sucked. Every last one of them sucked. Porcupine said, I'm also frying right now. Oh, yes, cooking. Frying is a part of cooking. But screaming isn't a part of cooking. Not normally, unless you're the one being cooked.
Thor! Thor! Yeah! Thor! With drums beating, screams, and beating, and the hammer voice of Thor! Thor!
Is this gonna sound jarring? I have no idea. We shall see. I could always just do that kind of thing.
Voice of Thor!
Kind of like I have 5 fry screams layered up here now. Surrender not enough. So he kind of speaks the beginning of this line. Surrender not enough. The moon takes everyone tonight. That's a line that I just never hear. I never hear that line when he says it. Okay, now that I'm like looking at the line and I'm hearing it at the same time, now I can hear it. But like whenever I'm not looking at the lyrics, I can never hear that. Wait, Hedgehog said, I'd recommend a pan with some oil. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. That happened after the frying comment. I'm so confused. I really should read live chat comments in order. It's something I say repeatedly on live streams. Oh, Hedgehog said, you asked how to make frying noises. Yes, I did, but it was kind of rhetorical. Oh, this scream isn't a long scream. I like long screams, though.
Voice of Thor!
Hedgehog said, I am a helpful hedgehog. Yes, yes. To the point that you might even want to change your handle. Although, okay, looking at it like this, I can't remember when it was names instead of handles. I think it was innocent space hedgehog. I could be wrong, but when I see it as your handle, I am seeing innocent the hedgehog. Like that's what my brain keeps parsing when I look at innocent hedgehog, like all smashed together. I'm seeing the word the in the middle of it. Porcupine said, watch him pretending to be innocent. He's a very, very diabolical hedgehog. Not innocent whatsoever.
Voice of Thor!
Oh my god. Hedgehog said, you have no evidence for this. Yes, I do. I literally do. I don't remember which stream it was, but it's going in the stream highlights. I remember I set that part aside. You know what? I think it was on Garden the Bones, because it was the stream where I was like, whenever I see the username Innocent Hedgehog, I just think of the Pokemon Shaman, because Shaman is a very innocent-looking hedgehog. And someone made a pun and said, well, it was after Hedgehog accidentally misreported the time signature and then apologized. Someone said, don't worry, Hedgehog, there's no Shaman making a mistake. That is going in the stream highlights. Hedgehog said, everyone is always so suspicious. Well, I'm not suspicious. I actually have proof. I don't remember what the situation was when, I don't remember which stream it was where I said not so innocent hedgehog. I don't know. I don't remember what happened, but there was some kind of joke that you made, and I was just like, damn, that is not an innocent joke. That one really sounds like it should be a false chord scream, but like a mid. Oh my god, my family's texting about me in the group chat. Me and my mom and brother have a group chat. Me and my dad and my brother have a group chat, and then me and my mom and my brother have a group chat. We don't have one with the four of us. Divorce and all, but me and my mom and brother were going to go to a thing last night, but I had a migraine all week, and so I didn't go. And I feel better today. And I don't know, I've been ignoring the text messages that have been popping up, but I saw someone said, she's doing her live stream, so she must be feeling better. Yes. Yes, I am. I am feeling better. Because I slept for a very, very, very long time. And I hydrated a lot. Porcupine said, Hedgehog is guilty as heck. See, that's the thing. Like, you know, Porcupine is telling on himself by saying that he is guilty Porcupine. He's not pretending to be innocent, you know. The only reason, Hedgehog, that we give you shit for this is because you're claiming innocence, but the evidence says otherwise. Okay, I want to punch in the not enough. I'm gonna try my best.
Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor! Surrender not!
What the fuck was that? That was not what I wanted to do. Okay.
Not enough! Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor! Surrender not enough!
Something like that. 3 times.
Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor! You're not enough!
Oh my god, the nuff was not good.
Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor! You're not enough!
When I go back into like a chest sound, it like stops.
Yeah, not enough. Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor.
Wait. Where's the scream? Where did it go? Oh my god. Aggravating.
Not enough. Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor. Not enough.
I can hear myself talking on the other track. Not enough.
Not enough.
Hi, Zach. I was going to, what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to nag you about coming to the stream so you can give me vocal feedback. I haven't done, like, hardly any cleans on this song yet. I just started a little bit of choir building, mostly trying to focus on the screams because there are so many screams. There are so many screams on this song. It's not even funny.
Not enough.
Oh, vocal feedback and also harmony feedback. Because I know you have opinions on those. Porcupine said, cool band. What are you talking about? Like, Periphery? Because, duh. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Or do you mean band, like a stretchy rubber band?
Not enough. Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor. Not enough.
I think that was good. That was better than what I had. Surrender, not enough. Oh, Aha is a band? Porcupine said that was in response to Zach's comment. Okay.
Not enough.
What's wrong with me? Every time anyone says anything, I just assume it's about Periphery.
Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor.
Surrender, not enough. Surrender. Surrender all your dreams to me tonight. I know too many 80s songs for my own good. Surrender.
Not enough.
Surrender.
Beating in the hammer, voice of Thor.
Surrender.
Not.
Hedgehog said, alas, that's not one of the 3 bands Kayleen listens to. It's not. That's all I have to say. I can recognize something as a band name without actually, like, listening to said band, you know?
Surrender. Not enough.
Okay.
Surrender. Not enough.
Where is my scream?
Surrender. Not enough.
Enough.
Not enough.
Hell yeah. That end was too sudden. What was that? It was just a very harsh breath, or F. Okay, I'm gonna skip that last one for now. That's a clean vocal right there. Okay. I'm going to make this match the other clean vocal colors. Okay. Porcupine said, Aha is a band. I know too many 80s songs for I'm good. Are you sure? Yes. Because just because I know, okay. Just because I know a song doesn't mean I know who it's by. Basically, there's so many 80s songs that I know, and if they come on, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know this one. I don't know the artist. My parents were born in the late 60s, and so they were like teens during the 80s, and so that's the music they were listening to. And when I was a kid, that is like a lot of the music that we would listen to in the car, 80s music. I mean, they did like modern stuff as well. It wasn't like we only listened to 80s music, but it was a lot of it. Zach said, now sing. Mining away. What? Sing mining away? Okay. The Tide of Valkyries. Oh, hey. He actually does say tide on this song. The Tide of Valkyries! The lyrics that I have don't include the "oh, let 'em." It just says now they can. That's why Zach said that. Now sing, because that's what the words are. Okay, it sounds like, oh, let 'em sing, now sing. Does that sound like it to you guys? I can pull up this picture if you want to see how grainy it is. It's very grainy. Porcupine said, now let him sing, now sing. And Zach said, now let him sing. I want to show you guys what I'm working with here. Okay, I need to add this as a source. Ugh, this is... It actually looks a lot clearer on my big monitor. Okay, hang on a sec. I need to share this with you guys. You can't see what I'm talking about. Image. Create new. Okay. Oh my god. No, I'm not doing that. Hang on. I will figure something out. I think I can just do Mac OS screen capture. And then I can do window capture. And then I can look for P4 vinyl lyrics. Aha. Okay. This is not really what we want to see. Okay. Let's see. Can I zoom in here? Yes, I can. Can anyone read that? Oh my god. Oh my god, these are literally wrong. Okay, it's hard to like... Oh wait, you guys can probably see that right here. It's weird, it actually looks better in OBS than it does on my actual computer screen. This says now they can sing, and then in all caps after that it says now sing. But I hear now let 'em sing. So that means that their lyrics are wrong, even on the official source. Is that That's definitely a let 'em. That is 100% a let 'em. Okay. Well, I'm going to... Now let me sing, let him sing. Let him sing. I'm updating my lyrics so it says, now let him sing.
No! No! No, let him sing! No, let him sing!
I think I need some overlap between these.
No, let him sing!
Okay. Now let him sing. Now let him sing. Now let him sing. Trying to get the rhythm.
No! No! No, let him sing!
Okay. That's a good start.
No! No! No, let him sing!
What the fuck was that? I have no idea.
No! 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 No, let him sing! No, let him sing! No!
I feel like there shouldn't be a breath before these, but I'll just leave it there for now.
No, let him sing!
Okay, I need all these extra ones. 4, 5, and 6.
No, sing! Let him sing!
Okay, so it comes in on the 4.
No! No!
Now?
No! No, sing! No, let him sing! No, sing! No! No, sing!
Let's clear the throat out a little bit. What's wrong with my throat? There are so many things wrong with my throat. Okay.
No, sing! No, let him sing! No, sing!
Do I hold it longer than that?
Sing!
Wow, yeah, that's held a lot longer than I thought. It's fine, I can do it.
Yeah. No! No, let him sing! No, sing! No! No, let him sing! No, sing!
It was not a scream by the end of it. I don't know what that was.
No! No, let him sing! No, sing!
Oh my god. Need to punch these in even more.
No! No! No, sing! No, let him sing! No, sing!
I love hearing my fuck ups while I'm like in the middle of recording. It's great. Oh, wow. Why did I, like, end this one so soon? Like, I literally stopped recording while I was in the middle of screaming. What was I thinking?
Now let 'em sing. Now sing.
Kind of want to do this.
Now
Now I just need to punch in that middle one, need to hold it long enough. I mean, I could just edit it. Edit it.
Now let 'em sing. Now sing. Now sing.
The tide of Valkyrie. The land is ours to claim. No. Oh, these should be like cut off here, I think. Yes, I want to erase them. These all sound kind of weak. Or maybe it's just a couple of them sound weak and it's giving the overall impression of them all sounding weak.
Now let 'em. Yeah. Now let 'em sing. No. Now let 'em sing.
There's something happening in the middle of that. What the fuck? Did I undo I don't understand. Okay.
Let 'em sing. Let 'em. Now let 'em sing.
Okay, one of these shall be replaced.
Now let 'em sing. Now let 'em sing.
That one was pretty weak.
Now let 'em sing.
It was the middle one. The middle one sounded like garbage.
Now let 'em sing.
Okay, now there is some kind of like... I think there's a timing issue between...
Let 'em sing.
Let him sing, and then...
Now let 'em sing. Now let 'em sing.
I have no idea. I don't know what I was thinking.
Now let 'em sing.
That sounds better. Okay.
Now.
Yeah, let's get rid of the breath at the beginning of that. You shall not breathe.
Now let 'em sing.
Just the now sing again. Cool. Okay, I think I can do it.
Now. Now sing.
Fuck. Weird. Really, really weird, Spencer. Why did you do it that way?
Now. Now. Now sing.
I got the now perfect, and then I completely forgot how to scream on the word sing. I guess it makes sense because it's the word sing, but I'm screaming it. Maybe I should be singing it instead.
Now. Nah. Yeah. Now.
Let's get some nice, relaxed fry noises here. I'm pushing too hard right now.
Now. Now. Sing. Now. Now. Sing. Now. 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 Sing.
If you want to sing, if you want to hear me sing, then I shall sing. This line actually reminds me of that, like, Phantom of the Opera song. Now sing for me, or whatever. I don't remember what he says, but it's something like that.
Yeah. Now sing.
The longer that note goes on, the harder it gets to hold it.
Now sing.
Is that even nudgeable? I doubt it.
Now sing.
So, the instruments must be doing something weird because, like, it sounds like the now is syncopated, but it's not. It's literally just on the 4. It's just on 4.
Now sing.
Now.
Now.
Nouse.
Now.
Oh, there it is. Porcupine said, "Now sing, my angel of music, sing for me." Yeah, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. I've seen the musical Phantom of the Opera once. I think it's my brother's second favorite musical. So he made me watch it. And I made him watch Legally Blonde, the musical. It's really good. And, yeah. I've also heard, one of my best friends, like, sing that song for, like, it was like a fundraiser for the arts of some kind. It's hard to explain, but basically, like, she's amazing. And, yeah, she hits those super high Christina notes. That's her name, right? Christina, the female character, the female main character. Okay. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. I could at any point just sneeze. Okay.
No. Now. No. No. Now sing.
Okay. That wasn't the worst sound I've ever made.
Now sing.
That wasn't the worst sound I've ever made, but it wasn't great. Let's keep it for now.
Sing. Sing. Now sing.
There we go. That was better. It was actually so much better that I think I will just take it instead of that.
Now sing. Now sing. Nah. Yeah. No. Now sing.
I don't know if that was actually any better than the first take.
Oh, sing.
That doesn't even sound like a scream.
Oh, sing.
Like, that sounds like a fry scream.
Sing.
That wasn't really a scream.
Sing.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now sing. Sing.
That's literally just, it's just a subharmonic pitched up. Like, that does not a fry scream make. It just is not a scream. Okay. I can do this.
No. No. No, sing. Sing. Sing.
Still not a scream. What is wrong with me?
Now sing.
It doesn't sound bad though, so I might just leave it for now. The thing is, I want to do a higher layer with that, maybe. It might be too much actually leading into that solo, but we'll see. Okay, what else can I do? I'm not gonna do that right now. That requires some serious warm-up. Okay, so I've got basically like 45 minutes left of the stream, and I would really like to do some singing. So let's transition over to sings. Sing now, sing. I shall be singing now. I want to do this low part. And I know he's like an octave lower, but I can't hit those notes. What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? I don't know if it's like whistle tone or if it's like a ridiculously high pitched scream, but it's over on the left side if you have headphones, and it's very subtle. Hedgehog said, LeMayo, what is that? I have no idea. I'm gonna try to do something to replicate it. I don't think I can actually sing a note that high. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I will sing something. Something like that. I can also take that and then I can use Melodyne to just send it up an octave. Okay. Let's see. This is gonna be like choir vox. I guess, I don't know. I could go soprano, alto, tenor, bass, but I'm not a tenor or a bass. But it could just be to designate the part. I don't know. Naming tracks is the hardest thing. You know how they say in computing the hardest thing is naming variables, like figuring out what to name something? I think that when you're recording music, one of the hardest things is figuring out what to name the tracks. What do I name this track? So this is going to be alto 2, which is a part, not indicating, wait, L1, L2, and then R1, R2, R2, D2. Testing, testing. There we go. What the hell mode is this in? This is crazy. It's actually a half step lower than I thought, which would make that super high part I was singing a second ago, it would make that easier. I didn't hold that for the right amount of time. All right. Porcupine said, just name each track something like... Yeah, I'm not saying that out loud. Too lazy. But yeah. Yeah, you can also just name every variable like var0, var1, var2, and just see how long it takes for you to confuse yourself. Okay. I kind of want a different color for these tracks than pink. Assign track color. What do I want? Oh, I like this one. This nice, like, really bluish purple. Hedgehog said, temp var 1, exactly. it doesn't really matter if these are actually perfectly aligned. But it feels good to align them perfectly. I have all of them panned to the same side. That is not what we want. Okay, now there's some more choir stuff on this like synth track. Hi, Iron Manhood. How's it going? Iron Manhood said, "A, what up, everyone?" Not too much. I'm just building a choir. We're nerding out over Periphery and making some dumb jokes. But Zach said, "I have the MIDI for this choir part if you want it." Yes, please. You took the time to, well, okay, you have perfect pitch, so it's not like it's hard for you to take the time to, like, figure out each note for the part. But, yeah, that would be super awesome. Because, like, I mean, I could sit here and try to pick out all these parts by ear. But, if you have the cheat sheet, then it's so much easier for me. Awesome. Thanks, Zach. The only thing that I hear for sure is, hang on. I'm going back over to this talk track. I don't like leaning over that way. The only thing that I know for sure is I hear this random, that's like the lowest note that I hear in this entire, like, 2-bar phrase. That was not the right 2 bars, I don't think. Oh, no, wait, I was listening on the wrong track. That's why. I hear that at the end, but that's it. I think I hear that. Yeah, the last 2 notes for the lowest voice in that part. And then before that, who the hell knows? Zach does, apparently. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep listening to it a few more times. What the fuck? I'm hearing, but that, like, really clashes with the melody. Well, it's in unison with it, and then the last note clashes. So I might have to redo that line of the main, just depending on whatever it is that... Oh, Zach said check Discord. Awesome. Cool. Okay, I shall. Hedgehog said, I can hear an ascending line. There probably is something ascending. It sounds like a bunch of cluster chords to me. It sounds like some clusterfuck chords. Discord is starting... ... taking its sweet time. I'm surprised it didn't like update or anything, because every time I open it, it's like it needs to update. Did you guys check out your like Discord Wrapped or whatever? Um, I know that me and Porcupine both did. Yeah. I found out that I use a lot of emojis. Zach said choir MIDI will be under Venus Awe Natural. Is that like a folder structure? I guess I just need to download it and find out. Okay. Okay, I have it downloaded now. Now I need to quickly close out of Google Chrome because I'm scared that having even just the browser open to the Discord CDN will like crash my computer. That's the name of the channel. Okay. Let's see. Hedgehog said, I did not because I have all my data tracking turned off. A wrap up for an app where I talk to my friends is deeply weird to me. You know, that's a really good point. Maybe I should turn that shit off too. I definitely didn't like drop this into the right place. Okay. Oh, hey, that lines up perfectly. Oh my god, amazing. Amazing. Hang on. Before I start just going in and I think I can delete these top 3. It doesn't look like there's anything on them. I don't remember what browser you use, Zach, but sometimes it goes across weird when importing into Logic. Logic be illogical sometimes. Let's see. I think I can safely delete those 3. Okay, let's open this up, take a look at its guts. We're doing heart surgery on a MIDI file. Okay, so what do you think about this low part here, though? Okay, so I think I know what I did wrong when I was recording, or I was attempting to record the melody last week. Oh my god, what is going on? Why is everything distorted? Do you guys hear that? It's not just me, is it? Okay, so that should be would be nice if I came in on time. This one, okay, this one has the weird timing. I think like that. I think that will do the trick. I was probably recording on the talk track on accident. Porcupine said, yeah, I heard that maybe your CPU usage maxed out for a couple seconds, causing the audio driver to stop working intermittently. Maybe. But why would just a simple, crappy piano VST do that? That's like the yawn sound. Okay, I remember last week the same thing was happening. Every time I did like the fourth take out of like 4, I would fuck up. I think for the bottom line, I think I have the rest of that correct. It was just that one weird one with the weird note. Okay. Then... Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is this. It's like the Jaws theme. Which is very fitting because Zach's profile picture is a shark. Here's where I'm going to start like varying my tone colors a bit more. I'm going to make some sound more classical, and then some will be bright, some will be dark. That kind of thing. This is what this is going to sound like. And then, Porcupine said, I don't know computers. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. Same. That's why I get so confused by them. Okay, this is a weird little... The timing's weird. Everything else is fine. That's a melody from Lord of the Rings, by the way. I might try to do this with just the vocals. I think the music's throwing me off. Porcupine said, did someone say classical? I feel like that's kind of a parallel to, did someone say freedom? And I feel like we need like another emoji explosion of like a bunch of orchestral instruments. Zach said, did someone say Lord of the Rings? Yes, I did. Yes, I did indeed. Okay, so I go up on 4. No, I think it's on the and of 4, not on 4. Oh. This is gonna be a lot of tracks. Zach, you don't mind having copious amounts of... Oh, crap. Never mind. I don't know how much I should spoil right now. Anybody in the chat, what are your opinions on having, like, a gazillion vocal tracks? Copious amounts of vocal tracks. Are vocal tracks... Porcupine said, these are the only orchestral instruments I could find. Pretend the bugle is a French horn. But you could do, like, multiples of them. Like, you could, like... Oh my god. Yeah, that is definitely not a French horn. I was like... I had to, like, hold that up to my face to see it. Porcupine said, there is also saxophone and piano. I think those would work. What about some percussion? I think there's drums, right? Something that I think I should do before I continue, actually, is maybe I should flex pitch some of these. Like, because I will get more and more off, like, the further along I go into harmonies without pitch correcting what I already have. Like, because if I'm trying to harmonize to a vocal that's slightly out of tune, then everything will just end up being massively out of tune. Porcupine said, flex pitch, vomit, vomit. Melodyne for McDonald's. Or it's the Melodyne at home. Let's be nice. Flex pitch is really trying. Let's see. Yes. I would like to turn on flex. Flex pitch. That's so hard to say. I have, like, video evidence of me saying fletch picks instead of flex pitch on multiple past live streams. Let's see. Where do I get the slice tool? I know that it's here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, let's see now. Let's take care of some of that pitch drift. Oh, that's actually completely on the wrong note. This is supposed to be on the D. No jokes. La, na, na. What the fuck? Okay, it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay, 1 down, 3 to go. I think one of the things that always bothered me... Hang on, I'm talking to this one, because I don't like leaning over that way. One of the things that bothered me in the past about flex pitch is that I would, like, well, turn it on, and then I wouldn't see the notes anywhere, and I would have to scroll, like, all the way up the entire piano roll to find, like, where the singing actually was. And I don't know, I could be wrong. It seems like they've maybe updated something so that way it takes you straight to where the notes are, which is very helpful. Very helpful indeed. Okay. Wait, what is this? What is this nonsense? Sounding good. Turn on flex. Flex pitch. Wow. Okay. keep hitting the wrong hotkeys, by the way. If you see weird shit happen, it's because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I do know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing at the same time. Porcupine said, Fletch picks. Yes. Yes, you know, like fletching, like bow and arrow, that kind of stuff. Fletch. What the fuck? This is why I prefer Melodyne. Melodyne... I sometimes go overboard with Melodyne. Hedgehog said, Fletchling, like the Pokemon? Yes. Like the little baby bird Pokemon. That was like my attempt at like a cute little bird sound. What is this? What is happening here? Zach said, Fletcher, are you there, Fletcher? Who's Fletcher? Is that a name? Undo that. I don't want to do that to that note. Choir Vox main. Let's see. Yeah, let's flex this as well. Flex the pitch. What the fuck is happening? I'm so confused. Okay. I don't know what I clicked. Oh, I think it showed me automations instead. Oh, here we go. Yeah, and I don't know where the notes are. I'm just trying to get this tool. I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of notes on the screen. Okay. No, don't do that. Let's just... Oh, yuck. Yeah, flex pitch isn't as bad as it used to be. Used to be a lot worse. Okay, I kind of want to hear this whole section though. All of it. What the fuck? I think I accidentally deleted those notes. I didn't click the delete button in any way. So bizarre. I know not what it does. What did I just do? I think I just hit the record button. La, 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 la. Oh my god. Actually, the worst. This shit, okay. This shit is not okay. Maybe I should have just Melodyned it, who knows. Oh my god, this is what I get for accidentally ignoring the chat. Okay, so Zach said, Fletcher? Are you there, Fletcher? And Zach said, oh wait, I hardly know her. Fletcher, hardly know her, yeah. Yeah. Those kinds of jokes, they're funny a few times. Then they get really old after a while. So I wouldn't say at this point in the stream we have exhausted the hardly newer jokes, so you're totally fine, Zach. Jokes about piss, on the other hand. Wait, why is it distorted again? I feel like some kind of evil villain who's using a voice modifier to not make it obvious who I am or something. Except you can see my face, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Porcupine said, there's an Australian joke. Is this gonna stop? You guys can hear this too, right? I'm assuming you can. Anything that you hear, I hear. Or anything that I hear, you hear. Will it end? I don't think it's stopping. I don't know why this is not doing what I'm telling it to do. I also don't like how when I highlight the notes, it doesn't highlight them. Testing. Okay, now it's gone. Okay. Porcupine said, there's an Australian joke about Wi-Fi routers, but it doesn't really make sense unless you know Australian slang. I can make assumptions about what router means in Australia. I don't really know any Australian slang. Although I did watch that adorable show called H2O Don't Add Water. Or no, wait, it's H2O Just Add Water. About those girls who turn into mermaids when they touch water. I watched it a really long time ago. It's such a cute show. Wow, the pitch on this one looked really good, actually. And I think this must have been the first take of those. Which just goes to show, like, the more something is... Or, okay, if something is slightly off, everything else will just, like, slowly get more and more off. Zach said, oh, I thought it said doing the deed, and I'm like, whoa. I think that's what he said. Oh, doing the deed. Oh my god, I misread that. Okay, so Porcupine said it relies on the fact that rooting? Not routing, but rooting is slang for doing the deed. Okay, and then Zach said, I thought it said doing the dead. Yeah, and then I misread doing the dead as doing the deed. Oh, man. See, okay. I've heard some of you guys say that you miss, like, the older streams and how unhinged they were, but, like, if I'm being honest, after going back and, like, watching the older streams, the streams nowadays are way more unhinged than the old streams. I think there's just, like, a nostalgia for the old or something. I don't know exactly. But, like, seriously, the jokes have become more and more unhinged as time goes on. So, yeah. Things are way less subtle than they used to be. Okay, I don't know why it just deleted that. I was trying to slice it. I'm trying to slice it, not delete it. I don't know what... Like, is it disappearing somewhere? It's going all the way to the bottom. Okay. I can wait for you at the bottom. I can stay away if you want me to. What the fuck? Where did the playhead go? There it is. Okay. Why am I lowering the pitch, but the pitch is staying, the line is in the same spot? Okay, flex pitch is terrible. What the fuck? Why did I decide to use this? It's sometimes easier than Melodyne. This is not one of those times. Zach said, the fact that I misread Procupine's chat, then you misread my chat is comedy gold. I sometimes accidentally, like, either misread or mishear things to make them, like, slightly more wholesome. It's very strange. I have a story that's very, very, very much not appropriate for the live chat here, but I can tell you guys some other time. Sometime in the Discord, maybe. But, oh my god. There's some weird shit that I've misheard before, where it's just like, oh, I didn't realize that that's what you were saying. Porcupine said, in the UK, router is pronounced router. That does not make sense. I guess, well, in Pokemon, you go to a route. I've always called them routes, but some people call them route. Like, Route 106 or Route 106. And I think it can be pronounced either way. I don't really like to split hairs personally. Zach said, ever heard of Route 66? I don't think so. Porcupine said, route is pronounced root as well. Well, to you, you would just read that as root is pronounced root, wouldn't you? Okay, now let's get back to the lovely task of vocal tracking. I held it too long. There we go. I sing the note for the correct length of time. I didn't hold that one long enough. Going for a more dark tone for these next two. There we go. Oh my god, these sound so pretty. Let's get rid of the breaths now. No one wants to hear those. Oh my god. Okay. Zach said, Route 66 is the road that built America, and someone made a song out of it and pronounced the word route like root. That is a crime against America. It's a crime against freedom. Porcupine said that's just the normal way of pronouncing route for many people. I know, root. I know. No, but I've heard people with American accents say it like root before. Like in the Pokemon anime, for example. Like there's routes and roots all over the place. But I think, like, I know for sure that I've heard Brock literally say route. I think it was like Route 64 is just up ahead or something. I don't remember. I watched a lot of the Indigo League when I was a little kid. Well, I didn't watch a lot of it. I watched, like, the few episodes that we had on, like, VHS cassette. Like, we had, like, maybe 4. What is happening? Why is it distorted? Is it this side? So it's not a microphone problem. Oh my god, I just realized something. I'm an idiot. I forgot to turn the Wi-Fi off on my computer and use Ethernet for the stream, but I can't change it now. It is what it is. Hopefully nothing crashes. I mean, if I'm not using Melodyne today, it should be fine. Melodyne uses a lot of RAM. Did not have enough breath for that. I was like really pitchy. I'm gonna redo that. Perfect. I'm going sharp. Try it again just because I didn't hold that last note long enough. Perfect. Oh my god, I'm at the 2-hour mark now. I'm supposed to end the stream. Okay, I'm just gonna finish up this, like, and then we'll listen through it, and then I'll end this stream. Okay. I hope I can actually finish this in the 3 streams I have remaining. Oh, I should have done that one a more dark tone, but it's okay. I'll just do it for the last one. This one is just that note. Oops. Okay, wait. So, Zach said, and third party uses a lot of RAM. Speaking of RAM, did you see how much RAM prices went up? I did not. Porcupine said, if you open your audio settings in Logic, there's a value you can adjust, which increases the delay in playing audio, which sometimes prevents things like that. Ooh, yeah, but I don't want latency while I'm recording. Need to shorten this slightly before I move it up here. Okay, and then Zach said they've gotten a lot more expensive because of AI, the RAM. And then Porcupine said AI bros gotta fuel their robot girlfriends. Yeah, but like, they should like use their own RAM for that, not RAM on other people's computers. I know that's not how it works, but like, I really like don't I don't want to use AI for most things. Like, the only time I want to use AI is specifically when I open ChatGPT to like help me refine like questions I have on a topic, you know? Or like, well, it's the same thing when I'm programming. If I copy and pasted a stack trace and say explain, you know? Like, there are some very specific purposes that I think AI is great for, but just throwing it on everything just for the sake of being able to say that you have AI, it just doesn't make any sense. It's expensive, like resource wise. It uses a lot of resources, and I don't mean like electricity or water. I literally mean like it's just extra unnecessary computation that is not needed. And for a lot of this shit, like, okay, I can't remember who told me about this. This might have been Porcupine or someone, or was it Ferret? There was someone in the Discord who said that like they had to get into some settings on their phone by using the AI feature because they couldn't just go to it automatically. It's like sometimes a simple app is the best solution. Like a simple user interface where you just go in and click a button. Like if you have to have an AI go in there, like if you have to talk to an AI and say, hey, turn off such and such feature, like that's just, it's so unnecessary. Ugh. So many unnecessary extra steps. Did I start that pitchy? Going darker for this one. That is a dark tone. I don't normally sing like this. I think I sound very silly. I would like to flex pitch these. Did I say flex pitch? Flex. I don't even know what I said. Flex pitch. I would like to pitch correct these. I think that starting on the next one, I should switch to using Melodyne for them, though. Let's see. I want a different track color for these. Let's have them be blue. This might even be the same color that they already are. Not sure. Oh, no, they were not. Okay. Okay, I will flex pitch them, and then we'll listen through the whole song. I don't know what Porcupine said and then retracted, but Porcupine said, I found a file in a GitHub repo. Oh, wait, it's literally it's on the stream video. Okay, I found a file in a GitHub repo which has the word oops on some random lines throughout the file today. Oh, yikes. Okay, fin, is that function? I don't know what language this is. Add a colon int. Is that, this must be a language I'm not familiar with. Int A, int B, and then is the arrow the return type? Oh, you don't know if it's valid code. Okay. Oh, yeah, I get the joke, yeah. because you could just use like the built-in mathematical functions that are built into most programming languages. Most of them can do math. Some of them are a little bit more inaccurate if you're using any kind of floating point decimal. Although there are certain object structures that can help keep things more accurate. Like in Java, we like to use the big decimal for floating point numbers. But yeah, just like needlessly asking ChatGPT, or just like hitting the ChatGPT API, like, hey, like, if error, then ChatGPT API fix bug. Like, no, make it so your code works, damn it. Porcupine said, yeah, but the boss says we gotta use AI. I'm so grateful that my boss is kind of telling us the opposite. Like, at the place that I work, there are some people who are, like, trying to push for AI. Higher ups, you know, they like to do that kind of stuff. And my boss has been like, yeah, okay, but what does it do? Does it actually work? Is it querying our customer data? Because, like, I mean, personally, I have big issues with just letting an AI have a free-for-all with personal data. That is really bad. Like, it could accidentally expose that to the world. Just by accident. That's what I said, accidentally. But you know what I mean, right? Like, when technical humans are in control of those kinds of things, we have a lot more safeguards. But when we have AI, like, calling shots like that with production data, I just feel like a lot of stuff could go wrong. And I know I'm saying I feel, but, like, it's fucking true. I'm all heated now. I don't think that AI is going to take my job anytime soon, based on some of the stuff that I've seen it not be able to do. Like, there was one time, this was when ChatGPT first, like, came out. I was having trouble with this very rather complicated SQL query. I know that's redundant. SQL, SQL. The Q in SQL means query, but whatever. I'm going to say SQL query because that's how I've always said it. I was writing this crazy SQL query with a fuck ton of joins, and I was having a little bit of trouble. This was a few years ago. And I asked my boss a question about it because she's really knowledgeable on our database, and she said, we tried asking ChatGPT. She did actually help me. She helped me with the query after we determined basically that ChatGPT can't do it. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll try it. And, like, it gave me back something. I can't remember exactly what it was or what was wrong with it, but it didn't understand the table structure. So, like, obviously in that case, it didn't have access. It was just supposed to extrapolate based on what was available in the query that I showed it. And it wasn't able to do that properly. It was making a lot of assumptions about what the data looked like, and it was just simply wrong. And doesn't matter how much detail you provide it. Sometimes, like, it's good for some things, but then other things it's really bad for. Porcupine said, oh, I heard a story about a dev who plugged a whole table of customer data into ChatGPT without understanding what's wrong with that. And it included private stuff like email addresses, etc. That's so bad. Oh my god. Were they new or something? Because, okay, I feel like most developers I know are very aware of how stupid that would be. You know? Like, for someone to be a developer and do that, like that, wow. But there are people, often say higher ups in a company, who are not down on the nitty-gritty technical level. They're more of the overarching technical level, and sometimes they don't understand what they're dealing with. very exciting. Okay, cool. So, I built some choir today. I acquired a Kayleen choir. Oh, and I can delete all these now. Wow. Okay, for all. Yes. All right. So, yeah. Cool, we're gonna listen through this. Did I move all the stuff I did off onto another take? I did not. Oh, I can use the scissor tool here as well. Okay, that's cool. I did that scream, so I can move that there. And then I did that scream, so I can move that. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is looking good. This is some good progress. All right, let's take a listen through, and then I will end the stream. I've been streaming a little bit longer than I maybe should have, but I don't know. I think I did say that I would do like, I think the cap was at like 3 hours or something, but I would aim for like 2. Porcupine said, yeah, they were a junior, apparently. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. Blood Eagle. Fuck yeah. Freedom Eagle.
We come for war, King of the North and North, with drums beating, screams repeating, and the hammer force of Thor. Surrender not enough. The Christian seed will sing amongst the soil of trace. From spread the heavens wings. Show Valhalla glory memory.
There's none of my vocals for like a while now. I still hear Barracuda core. Now let 'em sing! Now sing! Now sing! By the way, Zach, I labeled this section the solo that Misha apparently hates. Sounds fun. A lot of notes.
We come for war, King of the North and North. With drums beating, screams repeating, and a hammer force of Thor. Surrender not enough.
There's like nothing happening here, vocally.
We come for war.
Yeah, I need to punch that in. That sounded awful.
We come for war. We come for war.
I'm gonna cringe at the beginning of the stream next weekend too. Just you wait.
We come for war.
Man, this is weird. Usually I've like finished the lead vocal comp by this point, and so it's just weird having like massive chunks of this song where there's just no Kayleen vocal. I am very much looking forward to doing this is my favorite section right here that I've highlighted in yellow. A soul descending swiftly. Hi, Brian. Brian said, we come for war. Hi, Kayleen. Yeah, I'm about to end the stream, like, right now. You got here just moments before I stopped for the day. So, yeah. Yeah, I have to get going. I have some family plans in about an hour. Hedgehog said, just sing the guitar solo. Oh, yeah, totally. I think in the past I said, like, yeah, I could totally sing the guitar solo on Blood Eagle. There's like 16th notes. For every single beat, there's 4 notes. To actually, like, learn all of those notes in succession and sing them with my voice. I could maybe do this if I did it, like, a quarter of the tempo that this is. Porcupine said, sounds like the type of thing the Scarda singer does. Is that a band? I don't know them. Never heard of them. But, like, I guess, like, when a vocalist does a lot of notes quickly in succession, we call it riffing. Whoa. Actually, Spencer does a little bit of riffing on this song. A soul descending swiftly, the burning stench of afterlife. Afterlife. Or maybe it's more so just a melisma. It's because it's just a couple of notes. It's just an itty bitty little riff. Yeah. Alrighty. It's time for me to get going, but thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It's been a blast. Very silly. I got heated over AI. Sometimes AI really pisses me off. I need to start putting, like, in the live stream thumbnail, like, real person, not a robot, not AI. But anyway, I'll see you guys next weekend, hopefully. We'll continue tracking. Maybe I'll stream a little bit longer. Oh yeah, I'm getting my hair done next Saturday, so I think I can do like a 2.5-hour stream. I think that's right. Yeah. All right. See you guys. Bye.